136 West Palmetto Road in Boca Raton. 561-393-3287. Well, it's noontime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. So let's break open the lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go by easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Don and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or dream making. It's the feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work or play, a movie review, a restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll-free 1-800-889-0267 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Thursday. We're on.
Good afternoon, South Florida. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Yes, I know where we are. We are in beautiful La La Land Studios.
That's beautiful outside.
It's beautiful.
Here come my weather skills. It's raining outside.
God.
There's my green screen.
I tell you not to do that in public. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We had a fantastic Wednesday at the My Delicious Deli. You know, I can't even say that was a radio show. That was more like a production.
That was a TV production.
It was fun.
They were thrilled.
Connecticut,
I'm telling you, there was a line. People came in and there were no tables available. Then it was like a cruise ship. And they had to share with other people, which I thought was phenomenal.
That's fun.
Which was so fun. People got to meet other people. Because there'd be one person at a table for four, and then three more came in. And what a great event. I was exhausted.
Awesome.
Freddie, I don't know how you worked all night.
And then I had to come up here to work. But I'm going to tell you something. The difference about what we did yesterday from all the other times that we done this is that the venue was standing room only.
There was standing room
And
only.
I apologize to those people who came and they couldn't sit. Some people left. Some people sat on the outside. It was just too many people.
But it was a good problem to have. Next time we'll have to readjust and
I'm sure Barry was happy.
bring more chairs and more tables, and Barry was very happy.
I could have sworn he was crying.
The staff was happy. I've never seen so much food. It was insane food. My parents were happy. They sat with my husband. Norma G was there. Marcia Teal was there. So many people were there, so many hosts. So thank you all for coming out and joining us and supporting us. Black Pearl Limo was there. Someone asked if we took the limo in.
Yes.
If they picked us up. No,
Yes.
next time we're going to do that because
But
I found out we can do that.
But Dawn, you could have said yes.
Nobody asked me.
No, but they asked you because when you were there, I don't know what you were doing. I was watching
I was checking it out.
I was watching you. And everybody said, oh, she came in a limo. I said, yeah, they picked us up.
Next time I bring the paparazzi.
You know what was missing was our photographer.
Graciela Valdez, I know. Next
But,
time she's going to be there. We're going to book her out early. We have our dates for next month. We are there twice next month in June.
Yes.
We have 8 live stream shows already for next month.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Incredible.
We're doing the junior deal. Now, can we announce some stuff?
Not unless you tell me we're live streaming. Are we
Well,
up?
we're
All
live
right.
streaming.
Just so we can let everyone know where we are. You
Where
can
are
always
we?
listen to us on 12:30 a.m. Where are we? WB. There you go. We're live streaming on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe. You can find us on Periscope at the Brooklyn Cafe. Send us a message on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. # the Brooklyn Cafe. We'll put it up on the bottom thirds. We had over 50 messages yesterday.
That's pretty
Amazing. They wanted the food. They wanted the music. So send us a message. We get to see them all. We can put them up. Give us a call at 800-889-0267. So yes, if you'd like to make an announcement, you may.
Well, we are going to try a new venue. I got inspired yesterday by the music. I got inspired by watching everything that was going on around me with the music and the singers. Jesse Campo, Carmen Medina were there. It was just really, really impressive. So what we're going to try to do, if you keep your fingers crossed and this works, is we are going to try to do a music
I'll wave
venue.
my wand over it.
Music venue.
Yes.
We're going to put together a mini concert.
And then he wants to make an album.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. We're going to put together a mini concert. Now, the venue, I can't tell you what the venue is because it hasn't been signed yet. But
We have some ideas.
we got 2 ideas. After 2 is over. When you count the 2.
Then you have a 50-50 shot.
But I think that this venue is going to work really nice. It's going to be the musicians and the music of the other people that we have. Mr. Alan Peters already has 4 guests that want to come on because of yesterday.
Of course he does.
Singers. Some of them are from The Voice.
Well, Jay Antoinette was amazing, but I
Yes.
need to give a shout out to Jesse Campo and Carmen Medina because these 2 women, they know each other from the field. They have never worked together, and they both graciously agreed to work together yesterday. One could have said no, but their level of professionalism was so unbelievable that even at the end they did a duet together. So, ladies, thank you, thank you.
And that was unrehearsed.
That was unrehearsed.
It
They
was
have never
good.
worked together. They shared a sound system.
That was amazing.
And they worked together so professionally and so beautifully, flawless. So thank you, ladies, again for sharing your music with
I
us.
had chills, I have to say.
They weren't. That was for you, Freddie. That song Jesse picked.
Well, you know, the funny thing is that I asked the 2 of them, I'm going to take you out of your element because that's what we do, right?
A
Right?
little bit.
And I said, I need the 2 of you to put something together. I don't care what it is. And they looked at each other and said, okay. But my goodness, they brought the house down. What a way to end the show.
You remember when we first started working together, and I worked with you off-site at the thing at that theater in is it Boca? I don't know. It's Del Rey Boca with Dr. Pinozzo.
Yes.
You should have an
yes.
event there. That would fill the house up easily. You should have your concert
Yeah, but
there.
you know why? I'm gonna tell you the
I'm gonna
careful.
tell ya.
I'm gonna tell you the
I'm gonna
careful
tell you why.
planning that we do.
Okay.
Because we're so organized. I need a venue that serves food and booze.
Catering.
Okay, no, there's other restrictions.
you
but
need- okay.
like at My Delicious Deli, they can
Serve
serve
alcohol,
it.
but they can't
They
sell
can't
it.
sell it because they don't have the license to
Gotcha,
sell. But they
gotcha.
can serve it, so if you have tastings and things like that.
It can BYOB.
Exactly. Why not?
I don't know if that's even legal. YOB in New York, in the Bronx, we used to YOB everything.
YOB.
We used to YOB your food, everything. the
YOB.
car,
You're missing a B.
BBB, whatever.
That's how I hang with these 2 over here.
But my
BYOB.
my contention is I have one that serves booze and I have one that doesn't.
So you
we're
need
gonna
both.
see. There you go. And I need something that holds, what they say, 300 people.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if I
double
fill
that.
a venue with 300 people?
Can you imagine?
Can you
Yes, I
imagine?
can imagine it.
Yeah, me too.
Easily.
All right,
I
so that's
can-
going
I
to be
can
on the
see you.
horizon. I'm really excited about that. Love about yesterday. I want to thank Barry and My Delicious Deli for letting us do it. And we're going to do it and do it again.
You need to drive by and see it. We have a vinyl that takes up the entire window that says My Delicious Deli, as seen on the Brooklyn Cafe,
Amazing.
12:30
Look
a.m.
at him.
WBZT.
He's so proud.
Weekdays at 12, 2 live shows per month. It takes up the entire window. It is bigger than the banners behind me.
Amazing.
It's funny, when we finished doing the shoot yesterday, Dawn and I we stood in front of the banner and we just looked at it for 10 seconds.
Wow.
Gio took pictures.
Did he?
And he was saying, boy, you really are proud of that.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, it's an accomplishment. I thought the BB&T Center, what you pulled off for ADL, was big. And it really is. I mean, that was huge. That's probably the biggest venue we've ever done.
That was kind of
That's
a big venue.
20,000 people.
Kind of big.
But the difference between that venue and yesterday is that everybody that came forward became part of that venue. Yesterday's venue, we produced it, and everybody came because we asked them to, and they became part of what we do.
We had
So-
ADL there. Rails Jewish Family Services was there.
Everybody
Maria
was there.
Stefania. Everyone was there. All these organizations and nonprofits that we work with came forward for lunch, and they brought people that they work with, and they started networking with each other, which was just so beautiful. You couldn't ask for
It was
anything
really
more.
nice. And your father had that shirt on that tell I'll give you $10, take it off. He says, well, what am I going to wear home? I says, I'll get you anything. Apron,
I
don't worry
eat
about it.
ketchup on my ketchup.
That was good.
Don't they have
That was a
deli
great
shirts?
shirt. That was the best shirt of the house.
They have shirts that say My Delicious
You
Deli.
could have got him one of those.
There you go.
Trade.
We'll trade for you, Freddie.
I didn't think of that.
Aha, see? But you could easily fill up a venue of 600 people. No problem. I see it.
So
Don't you worry.
thank you, Carol, for keeping us. It's very strange that I don't get to hear you when we're on remote. And I don't hear the commercials.
We are actually working on that. There is
But
a way.
thank you for keeping us on air and
No
getting
worries.
the commercials going
It's my
and
job.
flawless. Well, it's your job, but you did a beautiful job.
Thank
so
you,
thank
thank
you.
But there's a way we
It was
can
fun.
actually wear headphones and hear what's going
Oh,
on.
true.
if
And we
you
need to
want.
get a speaker so people can hear what
We
we're
have a.
saying, which would
You
be
want to
really
hear the
cool, too.
craziest thing?
I'm afraid to.
Do you see the amp banner that's behind you? They see that speaker?
Yes.
I have that
Of
speaker.
course you do.
Dun, dun,
I never
dun.
used it. So Gio's sitting there and says, we have a speaker. I says, we have a speaker? He says, where do you think we got the amps from? I said, we have that speaker? Yeah. I used to use it in the 18th Street studio.
And then we're going to use it.
We're gonna
We
start
have 2
using it.
remotes next week, so we're good to go.
So we got a lot to work
A
on.
lot going on.
A lot
Ready
of
to
stuff.
introduce
Oh,
our
listen,
guest?
no, I also
No,
want to thank
okay.
Gio from
Yes.
AMP for putting that production on by
He did
himself
a
yesterday.
great job. It was a pleasure working with him, I have to say.
He
Very
actually not
professional.
only did, I gotta say this, and I hope Barry's listening because I promised him I would. You know, people can be very spiteful, ugly.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
keep
don't
saying
air your
that.
laundry on
Well,
my
you know,
show.
we
Well,
use
because
social
it
media.
became a problem.
We use social media for good,
Yeah.
and we spread hope and kindness and happiness. There
There's
are
one in
people
every
that
crowd.
use social media for other things.
Right.
And it wasn't us. They weren't attacking us. I understand that it was attacking the venue, but
But you know what you always say? When you're on top, those will try and knock you down.
that's what I told Barry. But
say it
Gio
all
went
the
in there
time.
and he did something phenomenal, which I'm not even allowed to discuss.
No,
And we ain't gonna have that problem.
it's a black ops thing. You can't talk about
Yeah,
it.
it's all done. So, congrats to him. Hats
Yes.
off. Good job for everybody around. Singers and the limo and everybody was happy. And today we get to glow in the glow, and we move on to our 2 hours today, don't we?
We're in the late lunch.
What day is today? Thursday.
Thursday.
I'm a little lost.
And then tomorrow we're back on Family Fitness Friday with Bobby. So today we're
Yes.
on late lunch and extended lunch with 2 very good friends of mine.
Now, who do we have in studio? You see, this is why I want to get Junior's board that you sign in.
Yeah.
That way we know who's here. Because you know me, I look at all the things around me to find out where the hell
You
I
got too
am.
many things going on
Where
in
am
your
I?
brain. You know where we are?
Where are we?
We're back in iHeart. Give us a call at 800-889-0267.
Okay.
Ready, Freddie?
Ready.
All right. We have Julie Aquino and Glenn Serrano in-house with us today. And Julia, so you all know how I always talk about my coach. My coach is my very good friend, and here she sits. It only took, I don't know, a couple months to get her book clear to bring her in, and I can't even possibly touch on all of her qualifications and everything she does. So we're going to talk about it for the next hour.
Hold on a second. It took you how long to get her in here?
Quite a while.
Quite a while.
Didn't take you very
How's
long.
that feel?
Didn't take you very long. You said, all right, open your calendar, let's get a date.
Because you see, you
He
gotta
pushed
understand. You know the story. It
He
took
pitched
me.
it much better than I
It
did.
took me forever to get Dawn to do this. If Dawn had come 4 years ago, we would have been retired probably, including Connecticut.
I agree.
But she decided to bleed me. You know, in New York it's called bleeding. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait.
Worth the wait.
So how was the wait? How'd you like that wait? She
Here
made you
she
wait.
is.
You know what Dawn did? She iced the
What did
kicker.
Dawn do?
She iced the kicker. You're the kicker.
I used the kicker.
You know what
The
icing
kicker?
you know what icing the kicker is?
No, what
in
is
football? You don't know what icing the kicker is?
that? No, tell me.
No, forget about
Glenn,
it.
you know what it is?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just about ready to kick the ball. You call timeout.
Ah.
Oh, I seen the kicker.
She
I thought you
iced the
said I see the kicker.
No. No,
Icing.
she was
Yes.
icing the kicker. You were the kicker.
She not only iced me, she froze me. It took him 4 years to throw
This is
me
what
out.
I'm
I'm
saying
thawing
to
you out now, warming you up.
But listen, again, how does it feel? She made you wait? But it's worth the wait, yes?
They are definitely worth the wait.
And she's your coach. Tell me a little bit about why what kind of coach is she for you? For you.
For me, well, Julie's been and Glenn have been our very good friends. I don't even know for how many years. Probably close to 10 years through our kids. And as our friendship grew and me trying to figure out what I was doing next grew, Julia's career changed and she was becoming a coach and she's a business consultant, but not everyone is a multi-million-dollar company. So she said, let me help those women and other people that are looking to launch a business.
Only women? You only work with women, Julie?
No, I have business executives that I coach.
Can we get you closer to the mic, please?
Oh, sure. I have business executives that I coach, and then, but I guess my ongoing is really women and women transitioning and women in business.
You see, I asked you that question because Figueroa was here, and for 45 minutes I carried on like a babbling idiot.
Is that
I
why
didn't
you're
know-
wondering?
I didn't. Well, I got to be careful
Well,
with you. now.
Glenn's here for you. We evened it
Well,
out
me and
for
Glenn
you.
already talked. We know all about shirts. We're going to get into that. But I have to make sure that if you do women, which is okay, that I don't start talking about men. I'm talking about men to this lady. Like, people go to this gym for men. There's no men. So we're starting the man cave. Did I tell you that?
He
6 o'clock.
digresses.
Digresses.
He digresses.
I like that.
He needs.
see?
I tell him all the time: set
Thank God you're
boundaries,
here.
communicate.
You do?
I do, and we need to go to commercial break on that communication note.
Are you serious?
I'm
Yes,
serious.
I'm not. I'm
You
not
want
ready.
Jesse, right? Do you want Jesse?
Jesse would be fabulous. We're going to change our bumpers up. We want to pay tribute to Jesse Campo and Carmen Medina for the beautiful job they did yesterday. So we're going to alternate our bumpers as we go to commercial, and we'll be right back. Give us a call, 800-889-0267.
Do you want the other still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the other.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
And
gotta
the
have
other.
Absolutely.
And the other.
All right, we'll be right back.
Thanks.
One sweet love, and love was my purpose. Through the pain of life, you brought me goodness.
Over 35 years, Ruth and Norman Rails Jewish Family Services has been serving residents of Boca Raton, Delray Beach, and Highland Beach through their comprehensive range of programs and services for people of all ages and beliefs. Whether you need help with food, financial assistance, senior services for yourself or a loved one, affordable counseling and mental health service, career and employment services, or their Center for Families and Children, JFS is here for you. Please call JFS at 561-852-3333 or railsjfs.org. Call 561-852-3333. The Custom Fitness Institute is a private fitness studio offering personal training and partner training programs to fit your schedule. CFI has created a premium workout environment fit for every fitness level. From beginners to competitive athletes, their welcoming facility and certified fitness professionals are there to design a custom program to help you achieve your goals efficiently, safely, and effectively. CFI also offers nutritional evaluations, physical assessments, and movement assessments. Give them a call today to schedule your free consultation. 954-999-8458. The Custom Fitness Institute can help you get your health and fitness journey started or bring your current fitness level to new heights. Call the Custom Fitness Institute today. 954-999-8458. Kathy Mila, Mindset Navigator, is your guide to help free you from your story and co-create your sequel. Kathy is an author, speaker, and mindset coach. Her latest program, Living Beyond, will support you in creating awareness and choosing your action steps to help you live beyond your current circumstances instead of living through them. From online programs, monthly masterminds, or an individualized mindset shift, give Kathy a call to create your sequel at 954-947-7529. Kathy will help guide you out of your stuckness and help create your new reality through the choices you make. To learn more, visit Kathy at kathymila.com. That's kathymela.com. Call 954-947-7529 or on Facebook at Kathy Mila, the Mindset Navigator. Do you love the idea of healthy food conveniently delivered to your door? From Jupiter to Miami, Fit Food Fresh delivers convenience in the form of prepared, delicious, healthy meals direct to your home or office. You're never more than 2 minutes away from a nutritious meal made from the freshest quality ingredients and prepared by gourmet chefs. From paleo to vegan, breakfast to dessert, quinoas to quesadillas, Fit Food Fresh has you covered. You can mix and match meals from their entire menu to create your own custom plan based on your nutritional needs and preferences. Find them at fitfoodfresh.com. With no monthly commitment or setup fee, it's easy to try, risk-free. See why Fit Food Fresh is the highest-rated meal plan in South Florida. Visit Fit Food Fresh at fitfoodfresh.com or give them a call at 866-600-4778. That's 866-600-4778. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 1-800-889-0267, toll free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 1-800-889-0267. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Bella with the Figurella, tired of diets, hard workouts, trying hard, but no results. Well, that's why we're here. Ladies, call me, Bubbles, at the 844-662-8941. I have a surprise for you.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe. We are on an extended lunch. We're here until 2 o'clock today. You can find us live streaming on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe and on Periscope at the Brooklyn Cafe. Give us a call at 800-889-0267. So we're here with two of my very special friends my business coach, our family friends. We're here with Julia Aquino and Glenn Serrano. We're talking about coaching. So Julia, you coach you work with multi-million-dollar corporations. You were a consultant. And then you have this other niche of helping small businesses, women transition from one place to another. What motivated you to do that?
Well, I think that even as a consultant, I've been coaching for all these years. And many, many of my clients have actually called me a coach, and I just wasn't ready to call myself a coach. And so I got to the point, and I said to him one day, I said, you know what? I want to help people, not companies. It doesn't mean that in the process I don't help companies, but until and unless I help the people, the companies can't change. So until mindsets change, the companies change.
And since I met you, your life evolved. You were in a different job. You were getting your MBA. You had 2 kids at home. And now you still have 4 kids. Now you got 3 kids at home, but things changed.
They keep coming back.
Yeah, it's a whole nother
The
topic.
23-year-olds are showing up at the door with their luggage, and I'm like, there's no room at the inn, but they come in anyway.
You always have an open door.
Yes, we do. We do.
When you transitioned to start working with people like me, was I one of the first classes you did?
It was. It was because I've only worked really individually, and I speak to large groups, and I do small workshops for large groups. But this was very targeted, and it had a intentional inputs and intentional outputs. So we were looking actually at what could be, what the results could be by working with everyone intentionally in a group. And also the group dynamic I thought was important as well.
It was. And Freddie, I started working with Julia probably a week before I started working with you. And I remember going to the second week
You're
saying,
welcome.
Before or after?
I was with Julia the week before you had me on the
So
show.
Julia's the reason you're here.
Pretty much.
You know something? That's it. Kill Dawn's mic is Julie's show. I'm gonna thank you.
Pretty much. When everyone else said to me, why? What does he want from you? What are you going to do there? She said, congratulations, go for it.
It was the weirdest thing because I didn't understand what the big deal was. Like for you had a calling, right? And I met Dawn at a deal where we had to see something in Spanish, English, Portuguese, whatever it was.
Your Latino world.
I mean, it was interesting, but when I saw her, I said, something, we can do something really good together. I don't know what it is yet. And so I said, but it's there. But this happens a lot. It happened to me today. Driving, I was thinking about music and about what happened yesterday. And I have a vision of putting together this tour and putting together
Julia.
Fear of everything.
Fear of everything.
Yep,
That's too big.
it's true.
But fear, what's on the other side of fear?
Strength, power.
Greatness.
Yep.
The best of the best. That's why it's called fear. You got to get over it.
So I started working with Julia, and the next week I said, I was just asked to do an interview on the radio. And she went, that's great. And didn't think anything of it. And then
But that wasn't my interview.
it was your interview.
No,
It was the one in May.
It was Liz.
No, Liz was in January when it was a whole nother story. When
But
I
did
told
you
you
ever
no,
do
we had to wait.
Liz's deal?
No,
Oh, well.
because what did I have to say in January? Somehow between January and May I had
Oh, you
so
got
much
some
more
work.
to say.
That's because your coach got you some work.
Exactly. My coach gave me a lot more clarity and said, why not just go? You just got to do it.
So she's the reason you shut up?
6 months, twice a month, I think.
Twice a month for 6 months.
And it was a commitment. And she said, this is a commitment. Can you do it? I remember saying to my husband,
Yes.
I'm going to
I
do
remember
this.
part.
And he didn't say no,
Right.
which was big. I mean,
You-
not
you
for
kept
my husband,
saying
for
no.
anybody else's. But no, when you make a commitment for 6 months, and you know it's going to be 2 Sundays a month, and Sundays are your days off and your days off, and you commit to someone who's giving you up their Sunday, you need
Right.
to show up.
Yep.
Because out of the kindness of their heart and giving of their strength, you need to show up. You need to make that commitment. And you had a group of women, and pretty much everyone showed, unless they were sick or something happened.
Right.
Everyone was there.
Oh, they used to meet every week?
Every other week.
Every other
Yeah,
week?
from 10 to 1, I believe we did. Yep.
Well,
And there
2
was,
hours.
you know, accountability and homework, and everyone did what they had to do. And what was interesting is what everyone thought they were going into in the beginning was not necessarily where they ended up at the end.
Well, isn't that the truth?
And right, and so that's life.
Yep.
That's life. And so clarity is what comes along with it. And the point for you, Freddie, is you have the vision. And you have to work with others who have the vision. Those that don't, they'll dawdle and not execute on anything. Those that buy into your vision will support you all the way to the end.
Well, I got a question for you as a coach, because that is a very true statement. And I run into people who have absolutely no vision. And those are the ones I want to help the most.
Yes.
And those are the ones that I tell Dawn, that's that, and she says, "Are you nuts?" That's the one right there.
We can walk into a restaurant or place and someone's screaming. They're just being nasty to their staff. And he goes, "That's the one I want on the radio." and I say, "Why?" And he said, "You'll see. Because those that don't know they need help need the most help."
Right, but unless they want the help, they're not going to receive what you're giving.
I know, but I have a way of unlocking doors.
Good.
I have a way of having them understand this is your last chance. Ain't nobody going to take their time. On any given Sunday, you gave up your time to help everybody, right?
Correct.
Thank God, because somebody over here is cement head.
Well, I did. I started out going for health coaching.
Yeah.
And as we went through the homework, which some of it I just went, I'm not so good with paperwork. She said, "Well, these are your goals." I said, "The goals of what? A health coach or the goals of the radio?" She said, "The goals of what you want to be working on." So my goals quickly changed from that of helping one family to how many do we talk to a day? So the goals just grew and the show grew from there.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that I never said that you have to just do radio. It was never my plan. Everything you see around us now, including Connecticut, we picked.
Right.
We handpicked the stuff that's around here. Some of the stuff doesn't even make sense because it's got to be changed over. And that's what my mind is right now. It's in the midst of making this bigger. But I never told Dawn that it's radio and that's it. I don't just want to do radio.
No,
this
she
is
said,
a warm-up.
whatever your goals are, what do you want
But
to
we
do?
don't know what they are yet.
Well, that's what would keep happening.
And also, it's about when you start to get clarity, and if you're truly open, you open yourself up to opportunity, then you can actually see if the opportunity aligns with where it is you want to go. But if you don't know where you want to go or don't have any idea, then you can't possibly create anything.
So how do you have all this vision? How is it that you're able to see past the trees?
Well, I think that's the key to working with a coach or working with someone to help you. But the reason when I say to someone, "Well, what is it that you actually want?" and they shrug their shoulders, and I say, "Okay, well, guess what? That's what you're going to get." But the truth is, they know what they want. They're terrified
Of wanting it?
of wanting it, that it's even possible, that someone's told them, "You don't know how many people I coach," and they're like, "Oh, I told my mom I was going to do this, and she told me I'm an idiot, and there's no way that's ever going to work." And so when you surround yourself with that, then you start to believe it yourself. And so what I work on, especially, is mindset. So I say all the time, we're born with the ability and the power to do anything we want to do, anything. We just have to tap into it. And so if I can get someone to have clarity on their vision and walk them out of fear and into possibility, now you can create anything from possibility. You can create nothing from fear, except more fear and yuckiness.
Who could have even created this vision in my head? This vision, I had no idea.
You see, now you're going on a scary
But
path.
look how much it's grown. We went from an hour a day to now we have 2 hours, 3 days a week. And the only reason we're not 5 is because iHeart sold those other 2 hours. But soon we'll get those back. And it just grows.
Well, the thing with the wine,
Yes.
I got a pet peeve.
You don't like my wine?
Because your coach is here, I'm gonna say it in front of her. I love your wine, but I think you should be producing your wine already.
I have her coming next week.
I don't want to wait next week. I'm not a next week type of guy. You've been telling me this for 2 weeks.
She's coming next week with Maria Stefania.
I'm gonna have her on the phone. We're gonna call this lady today.
Okay.
I think if you're gonna do something, let's do it. I may not be live next week.
You guys have a line of T-shirts, and who would have ever thought that I would sit here with a wand? But so many people, they take pictures with my wand. Someone the other day came and took my ducks, and they said, "What are your ducks?" I said, "My ducks are in a row."
I love that.
And then when Freddy says something he shouldn't say, I go, "Duck."
That
But
is
sometimes I hit him, sometimes I miss.
Okay, and I'm gonna get my bricks. They're gonna
Well,
send
you've
me
got the
bricks.
king of the prank over here.
I need bricks.
But
Can you give me
Julia,
foam-
she always
foam
says,
bricks
this
I
is the
need.
thing that makes you crazy. When I say to him, communicate and set boundaries. And he goes, "Stop with that boundary word."
What is that?
It makes him nut at Julia's word.
Yeah.
I don't understand, Julia. Maybe you can
Can
coach me.
you explain boundaries and why it's important to set them?
So boundaries are, so think about a life without boundaries.
I love it.
Okay, but You're looking at it more, I think, from a visionary, where can I go? I'm not going to set boundaries. But if we don't set personal boundaries, people are going to take until
Story of
there's
my life,
nothing
yes.
left to give.
There you go.
And so setting boundaries, especially healthy boundaries, are good for you and for them. You know, I've worked with at-risk kids who had no rules, no boundaries, and no one could understand why when I would say structure is so important to them. I'm not a psychologist, but I can assure you that any psychologist or psychiatrist is going to tell you that boundaries are important for us to live our lives and for them to live theirs. And by us having boundaries, it teaches them also that it's okay to have boundaries. Structure gives people sort of the sandbox that we need them to play in to support us and who we need to be in this world. And when it interferes and prevents us from being who we need to be or who we're capable of being, how is that fair to anybody?
Well, you know, that's a great point. But unfortunately, boundaries to me mean limits. And when I feel, because I've been there, that I don't have, because people do take. Oh boy, I'm going to tell you, they take. And sometimes I feel like the well is going dry. My father taught me something. He says, if you need water and you dig down, you will hit water. And when you drink that water and you come back the next day, there will be more water. So just because you're tired today doesn't mean that tomorrow you don't have more to give. He says you keep giving, because the more you give, the more you're going to get back. So boundaries to me, and I agree 100% with what you're saying, but in my world, I've never ever been told boundaries. I've always put boundaries on myself. I don't put boundaries on people. And the reason I don't is because I think that life puts enough boundaries on you. I think fear is a boundary. I think that not doing the things that you should be doing because you're afraid not to succeed, or not a play not to win, is the biggest excuse that humans have right now.
Correct.
We don't play towards our strengths.
We talk about fear on this show no matter who it is. Sometimes it's always about fear that it comes up, why people don't do.
Yes.
You have a new saying in your house, though, about giving.
Push me to the edge, and this is my new saying. No one else is allowed in this house that doesn't give as much as they take. Period. The end.
Boy, that's powerful words.
Right?
You ain't lying. I got nothing to say on that.
And that goes back to everything I talked about, the entitlement versus gratitude. And it's this whole curriculum, a whole thing that I would love to get to, I want to say kids, but now we have young adults and that another
adults.
generation. Yes. The generations, and exactly that's it. Why is everyone so entitled? Why do they feel they're entitled? Because they deserve it.
Right.
Instead of being grateful for what you have.
And working for it.
That's it.
See, the problem is work ethic. And I hate it because I have my 2 sons and my daughter, and they get married and they're dating other kids their age, and they have this whole mentality that sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. But if you see the scars that I've lived from the mistakes you are about to do, you wouldn't do them.
But,
and there's a big but.
What is the but?
Julie's going to tell you.
What's that but?
Freddy wouldn't be Freddy without those scars, and your kids need to experience some scars. Now, I'm a parent, so 100% get it, and you're right. But if I didn't go through some of the stuff that I shouldn't have done I wouldn't be here, because I think my coaching and my intuition comes from some yucky stuff that's happened in my world.
Okay.
And so I think we want to hold them and support them and give them maybe a net. And so maybe if they fall, it's not so hard, but I think we got to let them fall.
You got to let them fall.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for some of those yucky tears also. And Julia picking me up on my bootstraps saying, you got this.
I don't mind tears.
Yeah, you do.
It's all good. I just don't want them in parking lots.
We're going to talk about that when we get back
I
from
don't want them
break.
in different places that just is not safe and yada, yada, yada.
We're going to talk about Teas for Humanity when we get back. We're going to take a quick break. Give us a call at 800-889-0267, and we'll be right back.
Home of a rainbow bagel, My Delicious Deli brings you home cooking with a Remember When deli dining experience. Located in central Boca Raton, My Delicious Deli prepares all of their food with the freshest of ingredients, cooked to order. From a light nosh and soups to omelets and full entrees, choose from low-fat and gluten-free, or indulge in one of My Delicious Deli's signature deli sandwiches. Bring your family and friends to dine in and take out. Open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to go, or for all of your catering needs. Visit them at mydeliciousdeli.com or call them at 561-393-3287. There's something for everyone at My Delicious Deli, 7036 West Palmetto Road in Boca Raton, 561-393-3287. By Felice Wellness positively changes the health of women and men through nutrition, self-care, and shifts in beliefs. Felice Minkin is a certified integrative nutrition health and wellness coach. Integrative health coaching combines nutrition, physical activity, career, spirit, and relationships, which all lead to personal growth. Digging deep with clients to bring core issues and feelings to the surface while having an accountability partner is where real and lasting changes happen. Contact Felice at byfelice.com to eat healthier on a busy schedule, blast away sugar cravings, lose weight without trying, and feel stronger. For a complimentary wellness clarity session, sign up at byfelice.com. That's byfelice.com to become a better version of you. Health and Vitamin Concepts can help balance you through an innovative, non-invasive biomeridian assessment that measures the energetic properties of your body and naturally corrects the imbalances. Offering a complete thyroid, hormone, and nutritional profile, Health and Vitamin Concepts identifies the specific vitamins and herbs in the exact amount your body needs. Call for more information, 561-392-8448, or visit online at healthandvitaminconcepts.com. If you're ready to have more energy, better health, and a greater sense of well-being, make an appointment today at Health and Vitamin Concepts in Boca Raton at 7152 Barracasa Way. Call 561-392-8448. That's 561-392-8448. Have you forgotten who you are? Life doesn't have to be defined by abandonment or disease. Learn to stop feeding those wounds and imagine being the person of your dreams. Sherry Coltoon is a master-certified integrative life coach, Reiki master, and an intuitive healer focusing on autoimmune disease, family estrangement, and the consequential loss of identity. Sherry facilitates a support program either online or in person for people who are suffering with a family estrangement. You are not alone, and there is life and health beyond the break. Contact Sherry at 954-654-7187. Move beyond the break and bring light to those places you've kept hidden from yourself. Call Sherry Coltoon at 954-654-7187 or visit her website at sherrycoltoon.com. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 1-800-889-0267, toll free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 1-800-889-0267. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Bella with the Figurella, oh, tired of diets, hard workouts, trying hard, but no results. Well, that's why we're here. Ladies, call me, Bubbles, at the 844-662-8941. I have a surprise for you.
Here we go. And we're back.
And we're back.
And
That
we're
was
back.
Figurella. If you heard their jingle, give us a call at 800-889-0267 to win a free session to Figurella in East Boca in their heated bubble.
And what do you win?
You win a free session to Figurella.
No, the other thing.
What do you win?
The Great Thing versus the Scooby-Doobies.
Oh, that would be the Jetsons and 50 Shades of Grey
You
at
see how I
Figurella.
threw you off, though?
You don't win that. That is what Figurella
I know, but
is.
that's what it
it's
is.
a heated bubble of Jetsons included with 50 Shades of Grey.
That's all the fun.
So we're talking to Julia Aquino and Glenn Serrano about coaching and business. And because Julia doesn't have enough on her plate, she and Glenn created a line of teas and all kinds of clothing
I
products.
think mainly to keep me busy.
I think you're probably right.
Since I retired.
How much time could you go grocery shopping? So Glenn retired from the fire department in Hialeah.
Yeah.
The same day they got married, which
Hialeah.
was a beautiful wedding ceremony.
I lived there.
Oh, no.
So did we.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Glenn actually went to high school with my husband.
But not in Hialeah.
Yes,
yeah,
in
HML.
Hialeah, at
And
HML,
Hialeah
and
High.
Julia
They
too.
built the school.
Go Thoroughbreds.
And they hadn't
really?
seen
We're
each other
Trojans.
probably for, I don't know, 25 years until we got reacquainted through our kids, which was really pretty amazing.
Wow.
And what kind of shirts do you put out? You call them tees.
It's called right? The company is Tees for Humanity.
Mm-hmm.
TEES.
So when we started this company, it was originally just to do women empowerment sayings on the shirt, different
Positive
things that help.
vibes.
And I decided, well, if we're going to do T-shirts, firemen love wearing fireman T-shirts.
Yeah, they do.
If it has something with firemen on it, they'll buy it. So I thought, well, since I, wore every kind of fire department T-shirt in 28 years, I said, let me try to make my own. So that's what I've been doing, designing and making not just firemen, but police, nurse, first responder type shirts.
You've got different lines though. You've got the hero line.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the women's. Well, I guess it's
She
women. The She
Defines,
Defines
yep.
line, which is a new company, and of course another company she's launching this summer. And what are your other lines?
And then we have one called Just for Fun. So that's more, it's still, my whole goal is to spread positive energy no matter what I do. And so with the t-shirts, it's all about positive messaging. And so the Just for Fun is more fun, but it's still like one of them says, who am I kidding? I drink wine and wear yoga pants. You know how like we all walk around in yoga pants like we're going to yoga?
I do it every day.
And you had another one about adjusting your crown.
Yeah. What are you looking at is my tiara tilted.
Right.
So if you have a saying that you want to put on the shirt, you guys supply it? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if it's, we'll do the design and print it. We're doing some of that. The intention is that we still want it to be sort of along the lines of positive and bringing good to the world, or logoed shirts and those types of things.
Every time we sit here, we come up with something else. So the yoga girl, she was talking about believe, and she had changed the way you say it. It was like be, and then get rid of your lies, to live, believe. That she was here, and I said, is that yours? Or did you get that from someone? She goes, no, that's
No, I
mine. I
made
said,
it, yeah.
we need to get, and Felice was here. We need to get you with Felice to get to Julia, because I think that's a perfect way to put that out on your shirt.
Right. And so that's what we love to
And
do.
we talked
do the
about
design.
fear over persevere before fear. I think you and I talked about that the other day. We
Put
said,
the
Julia,
shirt on
Write
and
'em
get
down.
energized.
like the Energizer Bunny.
You put the shirt on, get energized. It's funny how things come to you when you're sleeping, right? You wake up and you get these crazy thoughts in your head, and here's a gentleman that puts it on shirts. I think shirts is a fantastic way. of
That's
sending
what
it.
she does. She has a phone that has a little pen, and when an idea pops in her head, she writes it down immediately.
Maybe that's what I need, which is a great idea. And we always talk about no crying in parking lots. We talk, and I don't know if I've had this conversation with you. We have so many people that sit here and empowered women, and this whole illusion. And you put up this front of I just have to be perfect and get through it, but then you just sort of break, and then they go to a parking lot, or they pull off to the side of the road and they scream, or they cry in a parking lot. And everyone sits here, they say, I've done that before.
Yeah.
And so he wants to come up with, and I say a cling or a magnet for a car. He says a button that says, like no crying in a parking lot with a slash through it. You guys do that also.
Yep. Yes.
And who can we partner with that to get that message out? And it's not because he doesn't want people crying in parking lots, it's that it's not safe to cry in a parking lot.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I never thought of that.
Well, it's dangerous. I know people that 6 guys attacked somebody that I know, and they tried to throw her in a van because she was crying in a parking lot. And I can tell you, and you're in the field, you were a fireman, that if you don't look for trouble, trouble will look for you. So don't do it. You want to go and cry, go home. Go to your bathroom, lock yourself in the closet or something.
Yeah, there are bad people who will take advantage.
So we say the no crying in parking lot club.
Now, did you see on the news, breaking news, did you see a lady was at a gas station pumping gas? This black Cadillac came next to her, a guy jumped out of the car and stole her car.
And she jumped back in.
She jumped on top of the car. And
what I would do.
he couldn't get her off the car, so he abandoned the whole idea and jumped back in the Cadillac. And he sits there and watches her as the car's rolling down the street.
Well, someone said, to save a car, no. To save your children in the car, then yes.
Yeah,
So-
but so I probably would throw myself in the car too and taking my car.
And Julie's starting another well, you're in the middle of not starting it. She Defines.
Yes.
And you have a book coming out.
Yeah, She Define's been on the, actually, if we really think about it, the T-shirts came out as She Defined because I was writing this book, and all my chapters had these sayings that I say, and I said, I'm going to put these on T-shirts as part of the book. And so now She Defined has actually been the evolution into the coaching and retreats for women, because now I can more clearly see my vision. And so, my business is going to evolve into that, and then the T-shirts. So I'm not going to have 15 companies. I really have to slow it down.
How many do you have now? 15?
Three.
And she works full time for another company.
You kidding me?
No.
Okay, so you're going to start this new venue, and you're going to help people get their dreams off the ground. You're going to do it by getting them prepared, yes?
Yeah, we're going to actually start with a full 2-day retreat. So it's really immersing them in the work, and then there'll be coaching that goes along with it for the 6 months afterwards. So there's, a clearly defined path, and we can measure the outcomes.
I can see why this lady helped you.
And she has a book coming out,
And
and a second one that's in her brain that she's writing at the same time, her life story. Yeah.
and she was also president of an organization called NABO for 2 years.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on that because you did that for 2 years. How was that experience?
Can she say it on air?
Sure.
It's almost over, and I'm very excited. So I think that anytime you're president of a volunteer organization, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. But it had to be done, and I think I've had a good impact, and we're moving on, and we have a new president coming in who's amazing. It's a great organization that's been around for 45 years, and so I really feel like, I joke that, oh, thank goodness it's over, and I am grateful, but I am also grateful for the last 2 years.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
She did the Mentoring May that Two Broads covered a couple weeks ago, and that's where I found Black Pearl Limousine, and that's where I found another company that's coming on through somebody else next week. They work with 3D learners. So the outreach and the networking, because you restructured it,
Yes.
it was just thinking out of the box instead of sitting at a luncheon table or a dinner table where you talk to the people next to you, everyone got to talk to everybody else. So the networking was phenomenal.
The funny thing is that when you raise the bar as high as you raised it for 2 years, they're going to really say, we hate to see you go. They're going to miss you. No matter who comes in, the issues are huge.
Yeah, I think that, I think that anytime there's a change, it feels weird, but there's also, I'm not perfect, so I came in and I changed a lot of things quickly that needed to be changed, but it was very disruptive to the organization. So, there are probably those that are like, see ya.
See, but that's right. I like that. See, she does it.
Challenges people to think differently, to get out of your comfort zone, and you may cry. There are many Sundays that someone cried at this coaching, because it gets you out of your comfort zone, and you start rethinking about it. And when you get the clarity of, yeah, I need to rethink that and restructure it, then you have the courage and you get out of the fear to say, yeah, I'm going to take that next step.
That's what fear is procrastination plus...
But Julia challenges that thinking just like you do to people.
Well, that's the only way to teach. But that's brilliant.
I know.
And you know something? You should start, what was it called, the organization?
Tees for Humanity?
No, the NABO.
NABO?
NABO, start on NABO 2.
Well, she did. She did in Palm Beach County. She's done that too.
Now
So
NABO 3. Yeah, but are you going to be running the one in Palm Beach County?
No. So NAVO is a national organization that's been around 45 years.
That's
We
what I'm talking
opened Palm Beach, and we're going to grow as we grow. We've had to sort of restructure our conversation with the community too, because things have changed.
what is coming up next? Is we only have 4 minutes. You've got your retreats coming. She Defined. How
That's
can people
launching
find you? Tell me what we can.
mid-July.
Okay.
Mid-June. The website will launch, but Tees for Humanity, we have new designs all the time. That's teesforhumanity.com, the FOR. All Systems Grow is my main consulting company. It's still very, very going and very successful. And then She Defined launches in mid-June.
And your retreats are coming out. You're going to be working
They're
with
going to be the end of July, and Felice is going to be our mindfulness coach. So we're going to incorporate nutrition and mindfulness into the work, so that we're taking care of our bodies and our minds to be able to.
Excellent.
By Felice Wellness will be
That's
part of
smart.
She Defines.
Listen, if you get me a T-shirt on there, I want to put it on a banner. So I need something to hang it, but if we stick it to a banner, and it has the information on how to get in touch with you, I'll put it up and put it on the air.
Thank
I got
you.
no problem with that.
Yeah.
And
be
they can
great.
design shirts for us.
That's what I'm talking about. I got a whole bunch of stuff
You
rolling
want to
up
brand
here.
my wand?
A hot dog T-shirt.
No, we're away from that.
We moved from hot dogs into wands.
I'm getting rid of that.
We're putting the wand on a T-shirt in rhinestones. You just need to tell me what you want to say around it, and it will be done.
Ah, beautiful.
See,
A
that's
wand and
smart.
rhinestones.
The hot dog was something of a show before. So
okay.
I got to change that one. I got to change this one. This one
The show has evolved since I've been here in 10
things have
months.
changed.
Just
Things
a little
have changed.
bit.
Bigger
We
and
have.
better.
Oh, I just want you to know also that I looked into the neon sign.
Yes.
I have an appointment on Saturday to do that. Put it up there.
My Delicious Deli. Where can we find you, your website, email, phone number, whatever you want to give out?
Sure. It's Julia at, or Glenn with 2 N's, GLENN at tees4forhumanity.com. And go to any of our websites, check us out. Any questions, you can reach me at that email for any of the businesses
Facebook
and
page, Instagram
our
page.
Facebook page for both. So we're around. We love to talk. Give us a call.
And you'll do vendor fairs. Do you have a
Yes.
minimum on shirts?
We don't. However, when we do custom shirts, there are additional costs if you only do one. But we can do it for much lower minimums. Usually it's 200. We can do it for like
What if
15,
we were
20.
to put shirts at a venue? Like put that down. My Delicious Deli, right? We were at this deal yesterday, and we would have put something cute in the shirt, right? And people at the door.
Well, I think we need to come up with a shirt for our venues,
For the
and it
venues.
says sponsored by, because yesterday all of our
Mm-hmm.
sponsors were there, and how nice would it have been for all of our sponsors to have gotten a shirt that said sponsored by Rails
That's
and
because you
ADL.
thought about
and-
it today.
Well,
That's
we've got
okay.
enough-
We
we've
can
got-
do it tomorrow.
How many more do we have coming up? We've got eight next
Eight.
month. Next month.
But
yeah.
I think it's a nice idea because, like I said before, I think shirts, are the best way of putting things out. They're clever. They say things. That I have a shirt? I don't know what it says anymore, and my daughter doesn't let me wear it in public. She says, "Don't wear that."
We don't let my husband wear a fanny pack in public either. Kids usually know best.
Fanny. I used to wear a fanny pack.
I know, I
in the
just
day.
told him out. You guys are laughing.
She threw out half my clothes when I moved in anyway.
But what's wrong with a fanny pack?
Oh, that's a whole nother
Oh,
conversation.
come on now. No?
All right, thank you, Julia. Thank you, Glenn. We have
Thanks
so
for
much more
having
to
us.
talk about. We'll have to bring her back on NN and
absolutely.
grow a
We-
whole
we-
entrepreneur show.
We get that round table you want. We serve coffee. We have a show talking about. I could talk about this all day.
I know. All right, everyone, stay tuned. We are just going to take a quick 8-minute break. We'll be back for an extended lunch from 1 to 2. Give us a call at 800-889-0267. We'll be back in a few.
And that's it for our noon hour for today. But wait, there's more. That's right, you have a second hour for lunch today. Life is good. And the second hour with Dawn and Freddy S. is even better. So stay put. Right after the news, they'll be back. Dawn, Freddy S. and more lunchtime fun at the Brooklyn Cafe.
Network. In the news, Joanna Krupa and Romaine Zago have split. Former Real Housewives star of Miami and her husband of nearly 4 years have separated. According to the latest sources, they just grew apart. The two remain friends, and Krupa splits her time between Los Angeles and Miami. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have lit up South Florida. The E-reality star and hip-hop artist had some time together here. The relationship rumors may be real. And goodbye for now. Ryan Seacrest signed off on American Idol, the final episode. It could return, but not on Fox. ABC may snag that. The hosting job is not confirmed for Ryan. For more hot topics on entertainment, keep listening. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network. In the news, Joanna Krupa and Romaine Zago have split. Former Real Housewives star of Miami and her husband of nearly 4 years have separated. According to the latest sources, they just grew apart. The two remain friends, and Krupa splits her time between Los Angeles and Miami. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have lit up South Florida. The E-reality star and hip-hop artist had some time together here. The relationship rumors may be real. And goodbye for now. Ryan Seacrest signed off on American Idol, the final episode. It could return, but not on Fox. ABC may snag that. The hosting job is not confirmed for Ryan. For more hot topics on entertainment, keep listening. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network. In the news, Joanna Krupa and Romaine Zago have split. Former Real Housewives star of Miami and her husband of nearly 4 years have separated. According to the latest sources, they just grew apart. The two remain friends, and Krupa splits her time between Los Angeles and Miami. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have lit up South Florida. The E-reality star and hip-hop artist had some time together here. The relationship rumors may be real. And goodbye for now. Ryan Seacrest signed off on American Idol, the final episode. It could return, but not on Fox. ABC may snag that. The hosting job is not confirmed for Ryan. For more hot topics on entertainment, keep listening. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network. In the news, Joanna Krupa and Romaine Zago have split. Former Real Housewives star of Miami and her husband of nearly 4 years have separated. According to the latest sources, they just grew apart. The two remain friends, and Krupa splits her time between Los Angeles and Miami. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have lit up South Florida. The E-reality star and hip-hop artist had some time together here. The relationship rumors may be real. And goodbye for now. Ryan Seacrest signed off on American Idol, the final episode. It could return, but not on Fox. ABC may snag that. The hosting job is not confirmed for Ryan. For more hot topics on entertainment, keep listening. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network. In the news, Joanna Krupa and Romaine Zago have split. Former Real Housewives star of Miami and her husband of nearly 4 years have separated. According to the latest sources, they just grew apart. The two remain friends, and Krupa splits her time between Los Angeles and Miami. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have lit up South Florida. The E-reality star and hip-hop artist had some time together here. The relationship rumors may be real. And goodbye for now. Ryan Seacrest signed off on American Idol, the final episode. It could return, but not on Fox. ABC may snag that. The hosting job is not confirmed for Ryan. For more hot topics on entertainment, keep listening. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network. In the news, Joanna Krupa and Romaine Zago have split. Former Real Housewives star of Miami and her husband of nearly 4 years have separated. According to the latest sources, they just grew apart. The two remain friends, and Krupa splits her time between Los Angeles and Miami. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have lit up South Florida. The E-reality star and hip-hop artist had some time together here. The relationship rumors may be real. And goodbye for now. Ryan Seacrest signed off on American Idol, the final episode. It could return, but not on Fox. ABC may snag that. The hosting job is not confirmed for Ryan. For more hot topics on entertainment, keep listening. This is an AMP2.TV production. I'm Alan Knight on the Relationship Radio Network.
views and don't necessarily reflect those of this station or iHeartMedia.
Well, it's still lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for a late lunch. So keep your lunch pail open or grab a cup of coffee and take an after-hours seat in the Brooklyn Cafe. It's time for a double scoop of healthy topics and feel-good conversation to help your day go by easier while enjoying some new friends. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to serve you our huge portion of fun. It's that feel-good food that gets you back to work. So join our laughs and call in toll-free at 800-889-0267 right now. Let's all sit back and let Dawn and Freddy S. help fill your bucket of hope and happiness.
And we're back.
And we're back for our extended lunch at the Brooklyn Cafe.
All of yous looking for the news? There is none.
All yous looking for the news. That's
There
a
is
new
none.
one. That's a whole T-shirt
All
in
yous
itself.
looking for the news. I'm telling you, I got T-shirt on the mind.
I need a note so I can just write it down. Maybe I need a new phone.
You need a note.
I need that note so I can write down all my ideas because I think I'm going to remember them. Like I wanted to talk to Connecticut about last night and I forgot until I was just out in iHeart.
What you want to talk to Connecticut about?
Dirty Dancing. The remake was on last night.
Yeah.
Pop culture queen in there.
I started to watch it and I said, I can't do that to the original. I just can't.
And so you didn't see the end.
Did you
No.
see?
It was a whole, as my daughter calls
different?
it, a meta end. She goes, it was meta.
Really?
Yeah.
Who
Did
knew?
you see that they're going to do another gun? What is that? What's his name?
Top Gun.
Cruise? Top
Top
Gun?
Gun
Yeah.
with Tom Cruise.
And everybody's making fun of him because he's in his 50s. Did you see what they
And
were
he
doing?
looks exactly
He
the
looks
same.
exactly
No,
the
but they're
same.
making fun of him because he's in his 50s.
Why not?
And they're saying that it's like Top Gun needs a cane. And they were playing,
That's not nice.
you know the volleyball game? They had like the senior home playing with the little balloon.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't see that last night?
I did not
was
see that.
dying.
What was
But
that on
do you think?
Kimmel? What was
Huh?
that on? Was that
On all of them. All of them were picking on him.
Oh, all right, whatever.
Yes, but Dirty Dancing had a different ending. They had the scene that was the scene, and then
First
was
of all,
different.
isn't Dirty Dancing with the guy that had the brain cancer and died?
yes, but it was a remake.
There's no such thing.
It was
It's
a
the end of
remake,
the
and it
era.
was
It's
it
like
was
the-
what happens to Johnny and Baby after.
No, there isn't. It doesn't work.
That was the end.
And you watched it.
It's one of those things where you can do laundry, order fit food, make dinner, clean the house
Order
while
fit
you're
food.
watching it. Yes, I ordered my Fit Food Fresh.
Do you know this morning
Do you forget
what
to
was at
order?
my door?
Fit Food?
Yes.
Dun,
Mine
dun,
too.
dun. And you know, Freddie, that movie was made for TV. It wasn't made for theatrical release. So there.
I know, but the guy that played in it died.
You mean Patrick Swayze, the
Yes.
guy?
That
I
guy.
couldn't remember his name.
Roadhouse.
But that was the guy.
All right.
So with him, you should just
Without
leave
him?
that alone.
That's why I couldn't watch it. That was my
There you
reason.
go.
We kept going in and out of it, but the end, I thought I got to talk to Connecticut about
I
it.
had no idea.
Meta. It was a new term I hadn't heard yet, but you probably have because you hang with all the cool kids.
I do actually,
See,
but,
I know.
but I do know Meta. But I can watch it on demand. So
They're having a blast over here.
I can see that. I got the camera on them.
So, oh my gosh, I want to thank Julie Aquino and Glenn Serrano for joining us today. It was just scratching the tip of the iceberg with them here.
You know, they left here, and I have 15 pages of questions to ask.
We're going to have to talk. We'll have to meet with them again. She has so many ideas. Julie's also a mentor for women, for girls in distress. She has an open door policy. She takes girls in to live with her when they need a home. She has the biggest heart, and you know Glenn has to as well, because they have an open door policy, and they just come and go.
Unbelievable.
Whenever
Listen,
someone needs a home.
you know we neglected to welcome our 2 new sponsors.
Why don't you do that?
No, why don't you do that?
We have 2 new sponsors. We have Shara Kaltoon and Sonia Hankin.
How do you do that? Okay, go ahead.
2 life coaches. Shari Kaltoon is an estrangement coach who works with people who have relationship estrangement issues. And Sonia Henkin, she has a Journey Through Dance program. She also works with building confidence. So again, we go back to persevere over fear. I'm going to make that a t-shirt. I'm going to make a note on that one.
You know, Sherry helped me make
How
a
about I
decision.
make persevere over fear with my wand? How about
So why
that?
don't you put some wine in that
Now
water
I'm
to
gonna,
drink?
that's even a better idea.
Do you know, I told your mother that. She was at the shoot yesterday.
Wine Wednesday.
And I said to your mother, too much. I said to your mother, I said, listen, we're going to do a wine and we're going to put vodka in it. Oh my
She
gosh,
like
she
that?
says, that is the best idea you've ever come up with.
We talk. She thinks you're very charming, Connecticut. My mom says, Freddie, he's very charming.
And she added more
bit.
purple to her hair, Connecticut.
Really?
A bit. 3/4 of her head is purple.
A bit.
I told her, why don't you just make it all purple?
Do you know that we're going to be doing the Key West Society, Paranormal Society, at their house the end of
Yes.
June?
Ooh,
Yes, I
I
do.
like that.
So we're going to be doing a preliminary visit. My mom has homework. She needs to find out about the land. She needs to find out about the house.
Wow.
Different people, they're the only owners of the house, so she's got some homework. And then we're going to be covering, right when they actually do the whole segment, we're going to film it.
Let me
We're
know
gonna
what
film-
day. You're going to
It's
film
on the
it.
24th.
Okay. Of,
It's at midnight.
That's a prelim. And July 1st is when we're doing.
I guarantee you, on the 24th, when you see something, everybody's gonna be running for the hills. It's
I'd
gonna
like
be
to-
the end of that, baby.
You want to come?
2 reasons I'd like to be there.
Okay.
To be there because of that, and 2 to
To see
start
the Mickey room.
to start with that.
Okay, you got
Now,
it.
I have a request.
Okay, Grandma Vodka, the 24th is a party at your house.
Yes.
Sarah Spiritual wants to go. She said
Oh
that
my God.
she needs to be invited, but she wanted to go, and she spoke to your mother.
All right, we'll invite everybody. We'll have My Delicious Deli cater the event.
No, take it easy.
Regulars all
What,
over.
Regulars.
do you think we can go to an event without food?
Are you
That's true.
kidding?
You're not Jewish yet.
That's what your husband said. They're gonna make you Jewish, Freddie. I says I'm already there.
It's always food. I bring the food, she brings
What
the
was
vodka.
that stuff we were eating? You guys caught? You know what they had?
Yes,
Pudding.
the kugel. Oh,
No, that would be called kugel.
yes, kugel.
They had the kugel.
Noodle kugel in our world. He calls
Kugel.
it poutine.
It's pudding. And Carmen
Jane, do you know what
says
that
my
is?
mother makes that with rum.
It's funny when you were talking about pudding because in Costa Rica it means something else, and in Colombia pudding is cake.
Yes.
So yes, right?
Pudding is this thick mess that's sweet and delicious.
Sweet and delicious. It's noodles, cheese, butter,
Right.
raisins.
In Carmen's mother makes it with rum, so we're going to Carmen's mother's house.
Do
We're
you
gonna
see
have
the
her
theme here?
version. Huh?
You see the theme here? Tell you what, I'll
Eat.
teach you about being Jewish if you teach me about being Latino.
Yeah, but you guys
Dun,
have
dun,
funny names like
dun.
Jewish crack and stuff. I can't eat that stuff.
That's just a nickname.
I got a
about-
doctor in the house.
What
I
about
can't eat
poutine?
that. Pudding, I couldn't eat either.
That's
but
a
I
normal
did.
name?
And the bagel, the
And
J&D,
you had that cake yesterday, and
Oh
you know
my
what? Your
God.
sugar was good, you said.
118. Let me ask you a question. That cake, what happened to the cake?
I think it went in the back. J&D Cakes made this beautiful rainbow bagel cake.
I heard it.
So the
I was going to
fondant,
bring you a piece.
Aw.
What
the
happened
fondant
to
on the outside looked like a rainbow bagel, but the cake inside was a rainbow cake.
Amazing.
So it was blue and red and yellow. When you sliced into it, you
And
could
my
see.
God, it was delicious.
It was delicious.
And I can't eat.
Save us, honey.
I don't even know what happened to it. I got none. We couldn't bring any of that. We had so much food. I could have fed everybody in here and done something.
There was so much
Thanks
food.
a lot.
And my daughter was packing lunch today. And of course, at 25, there's no food. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a tuna wrap in the back. She says,
You
can I
made
take the
one.
whole thing? So they gave me a bowl of tuna to make a wrap.
A bowl.
And by the second hour, you know, when you have a segment with 15 guests, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's different than when we sit here. I just put all the tuna in the wrap. I don't even know how many pounds this tuna wrap is.
She put her gloves on, smacks the tuna in there, closes her, and let's
Look
move
at her
on.
She says, it looks like a burrito. My daughter says,
like a baby.
do you feel how heavy this is? I said, yeah, you may only want to take half for
He made me the cook. What's his name? Frank? What was the name of the cook? Frank?
the chef.
The chef. Chef is
No,
Frank, no?
it wasn't Frank.
Bob? It's
Okay.
one of those.
Okay.
He made me a sandwich, a ham and cheese sandwich. The thing must have been 6 stories high. So I said to him, let me ask you a question. How am I supposed to eat that? You know what he says? Carefully.
Oh my gosh, did you see the sandwich Carmen got? She wanted a club sandwich. It was 4 sandwiches in one. Took off the top of one, which is the size of a sandwich. It was
It
unbelievable.
was bigger than her.
Their food. And
Oh, I
the
need to
best
go
thing
back.
about it, your sugar didn't go up, which
Not at
meant
all.
everything was cooked healthy without excess frying and excess oil.
Well, I stayed
So
away
that's a
from...
credit to what it is.
Yeah, but I stayed away from
But
French
you
fries.
tried the other things.
But everything he brought out, we had to taste. Like the meatballs he made, Grandma's
Sweet and sour meatballs?
Holy
Wow.
smokes.
I'm making everyone hungry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or hypertensive.
Right.
Or hypertension.
Hopefully not.
All right, let's get on to the next set.
But see, all those things I had to talk about.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, we could do My Delicious Deli every day and still have room. And then Barry kept saying, "How do you guys keep having things to say?"
We always have something to say. But you know, we found out, Gio told us we can take a hot spot and we can go in the Black Pearl limousine. We can
Okay,
drive
take it
around.
easy. Excuse me.
and
you're
then
not
come out
supposed
on
to
the
say-
red carpet.
You're not supposed to say how to do that. You're
Well,
just supposed to say we can
Well,
do
it
that.
has to go through all of our
Da, da,
equipment.
da, 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 da.
But then
Okay.
we can go out on the red
Scratch
carpet.
that out. Hit the panic button. Whatever you gotta hit.
Hey, Freddy.
Just give it away. What?
Yeah.
Easy.
And we can do that. We can go around in the limo and keep
This
going.
is- next time you say my secrets,
That was
on the air,
easy.
I'm gonna blank you out.
Okay.
I have a new duck for you in the car.
Every my ducks. My ducks in a row.
I have bricks coming.
I have
Oh,
a
did
new
you
one.
hear? He's the guy with the t-shirt.
Glenn?
Yeah, Glenn. He's bringing me bricks.
You know, if you ever want to pull off a prank, Glenn is the one to talk
Is
to.
he?
Oh,
Prank?
yes.
We're gonna call him.
So
after the
imagine
show.
being part of the Hialeah Fire Department for your career. If there's a prank to be had,
I know somebody that works there.
he probably knows Glenn. Then Glenn would be the one.
Oh
He's
my!
funny.
When
Funny
did he?
guy.
Is he retired?
He retired a couple years ago. The phone's ringing.
I don't know what that is.
must be Glenn.
It's never. It doesn't ring.
That's a hotline. Do you hear that? That's like the bat phone.
Okay, can we move on to our
Do you
guest?
hear that?
No, I don't hear that. How can I hear that? Well, I'm on the air. We're doing a show.
We have Jane Garcia
remember
Deal
we're
in
at
the
the
house.
Brooklyn Cafe.
We're at the Brooklyn Cafe. We have fun on an extended
my phone
lunch.
number
We
today.
digress. You have your. She knows her phone number. Jane Garcia Deal from Caring People in the house.
What you hold out?
She has the right phone number now.
Oh, you gave her the wrong phone number when you were
did.
here the last
I
time.
did.
no.
Do you know how many people
I did
call?
correct it. Yeah, right.
And then they called me and said, "Yo, that's the wrong number, yo."
Yeah, right.
I'm like,
No.
"What?"
They would have got my Broward office.
They got the firemen of Hialeah.
So we talked to Jane about coming on for Red Nose Day today. I don't know if we have red noses, but
we
Red
have
Nose
nothing
Day.
to
Oh, I
drink.
have one
What
at
are we drinking?
home.
Red Nose Day. No, Red Nose Day. I thought was
drink.
to acknowledge
Whatever
no
you
more
thought is correct.
childhood.
That's right.
Right?
We were
Poverty.
incorrect information.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes.
But then I thought, all right, we can talk about that as well. But today is National Red Nose Day.
Is it? I thought you go to the bar, you drink a lot, you come out, you got a red nose.
It's to raise awareness to prevent childhood poverty.
Ah, yes.
Childhood
Poverty,
poverty and hunger,
Walmart
actually.
does that, isn't it? Walmart.
Walgreens.
Walgreens.
Them too.
Yeah. We do have them in the car. Right?
The red noses. So, in acknowledgement of Red Nose Day.
So, but it is hypertension. Was May 17th was Hypertension Day.
All right, so we'll
National
talk about national
prevention and
It's
awareness.
my holiday.
Do you still have high blood pressure?
Of course I do.
Working with me, I'm
No,
sure
I don't
you do.
have I know. I have Anyway, I thought it was Heart Disease Month.
It is.
It is? Because everywhere I
Well,
go...
February and May. Just depends on what type of heart disease.
There's more than one?
Well, he'll tell you all that.
Yes.
Doc, how many heart
So,
diseases
Jane, tell
are
us who
there?
you brought with you today.
Dr. Barry Pierre, who's an internal medicine physician in Boynton Beach, and Stacy Silver, who is one of our Caring People representatives and home care consultants.
And the name of the company you're with.
Caring People Home Health.
So you work with Dr. Pierre and Stacy.
Stacy and Dr. Pierre work very closely with our
Yes,
agency,
yes,
yes.
we do.
Stacy's one of our reps, and Dr. Pierre is one of our referring physicians.
Very nice to meet you. I said that to Stacy. She goes, I met you at Orthopedic Center open house. I'm
Oh,
like,
she
yes, I
did.
did. I remember saying, I'm not so, I hang with this one. I'm not so good at names always, but yes, faces I remember.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not good at names. Then we're really in trouble because I'm not good at names at all. We're really, don't say that out loud. Anyway, Doc, welcome to the set.
Welcome to our show.
First of all, thank you for having me.
As you can see, we're not the cleverest people in the
Oh, that's all right. That's
Really?
You don't have to be nervous now.
I thought you
Oh,
were going
no.
to say we're not the most traditional of shows, but we have fun and we spread our message.
No, we can say that.
that's
In a
really, that's
fun
really
way.
the important thing. As long as you get the message out there.
Right? It's how you get the message out. It's
So
the
that,
delivery and so people receive it.
Yep.
So May 17th was Hypertension Awareness Day.
Correct.
And you're an internist?
I'm an internist. I'm a board certified internist. I'm a founder of blog, drpiersblog.com. Best-selling author now. That actually happened in the past couple weeks. And I take care of patients on an outpatient basis as well as inpatient. And probably one of the biggest and probably the most common complaints I get and common diseases I take care of is high blood pressure and heart disease. I probably see for every 4 patients, probably 2 of them either have one form of either coronary artery disease or hypertension. And I have to take care of that in myriad of issues, whether it's prevention or if you already have the disease, I have to make sure that it doesn't cause any further problems down the line.
So people come to you first as a primary care.
Yes.
Do you still need to refer them to a cardiologist, or can you pretty much handle what you need to handle?
Your general internist should. I say should be able to take care of most of the basics, especially from heart disease, blood pressure, and everything. Because for one, we don't have enough cardiologists out there. Like if I referred all of my hypertensive patients to a cardiologist, they would never probably get seen. Their wait time would probably be 3-4 months.
And why is that?
Because a lot of times because it's so common. For one, it's such a common disorder, and a lot of my cardiologists, they really want to kind of deal with the more advanced cases, the more disease processes. So they want their family physician, they want their internist to kind of be able to kind of just manage it. And once I get to the point where I can't manage it, then kind of hand it off to them.
So, but as a primary care, as a once your first stop, you can handle really a lot of what's going on, the primary needs, the hypertension, loss of weight, what's going on with that. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about how Dr. Pierre works with caring people and how to get in touch with him. We'll be right back.
That's the fact. If my bird starts talking, then I guess I might be loco. Find out he's a parrot, so I guess that's how that go. Start in the middle, not at the beginning. Got you so confused, you forgot that you were sinning. You're not crazy, this is the seventh inning. Stretch. If this was me and girls, you'd be fetch.
For over 35 years, Ruth and Norman Rails Jewish Family Services has been serving residents of Boca Raton, Delray Beach, and Highland Beach through their comprehensive range of programs and services for people of all ages and beliefs. Whether you need help with food, financial assistance, senior services for yourself or a loved one, affordable counseling and mental health service, career and employment services, or their Center for Families and Children, JFS is here for you. Please call JFS at 561-852-3333 or railsjfs.org. Call 561-852-3333. Do you love the idea of healthy food conveniently delivered to your door? From Jupiter to Miami, Fit Food Fresh delivers convenience in the form of prepared, delicious, healthy meals direct to your home or office. You're never more than 2 minutes away from a nutritious meal made from the freshest quality ingredients and prepared by gourmet chefs. From paleo to vegan, breakfast to dessert, quinoas to quesadillas, Fit Food Fresh has you covered. You can mix and match meals from their entire menu to create your own custom plan based on your nutritional needs and preferences. Find them at fitfoodfresh.com. With no monthly commitment or setup fee, it's easy to try, risk-free. See why Fit Food Fresh is the highest rated meal plan in South Florida. Visit Fit Food Fresh at fitfoodfresh.com or give them a call at 866-600-4778. That's 866-600-4778. The Custom Fitness Institute is a private fitness studio offering personal training and partner training programs to fit your schedule. CFI has created a premium workout environment fit for every fitness level. From beginners to competitive athletes, their welcoming facility and certified fitness professionals are there to design a custom program to help you achieve your goals efficiently, safely, and effectively. CFI also offers nutritional evaluations, physical assessments, and movement assessments. Give them a call today to schedule your free consultation. 954-999-8458. The Custom Fitness Institute can help you get your health and fitness journey started or bring your current fitness level to new heights. Call the Custom Fitness Institute today. 954-999-8458. Sonia Hankin is the confidence expert and passionate guide to men and women who struggle with unworthiness, lack of confidence, and self-doubt. As a holistic psychotherapist and master integrative life coach, Sonia Hankin will help you unlock your confidence so you can make the changes you desire and feel good about yourself no matter what life throws at you. You can work with Sonia via phone, Skype, or in person. Contact Sonia at 954-214-8991. Enough is enough of not feeling good enough. If you want to find your voice and step into your power, call today for a free 30-minute session. 954-214-8991. Or visit her at soniahankin.com. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 1-800-889-0267, toll free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 1-800-889-0267. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Bella with the figurella, oh, tired of diets, hard workouts, trying hard, but no results. Well, that's why we're here. Ladies, call me, Bubbles, at the 844-662-8941. I have a surprise for you.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe. We are live streaming on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe as well as on Periscope at the Brooklyn Cafe. You can send the Brooklyn Cafe. It's actually the Brooklyn Cafe lunch. I know you don't understand. You can send us a message on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. # the Brooklyn Cafe. We had a full house. We are on an extended lunch today. A late lunch from 1 to 2.
So if you have a question for the doctor or anything, what's the number?
We have Dr. Pierre, 800-889-0267, an internist from Bethesda in Boynton Beach. We also have Jane and Stacy from Caring People in the house. So thank you all Jane had another guest lined up, and with all of her resources and hospital emergencies, she was able to get Dr. Pierre to join us. So thank you so much for joining us and on such short notice.
Not a problem. Anytime Stacy calls, if I can make the moves, I'm gonna make it.
Now, I got a question. What kind of book did you write? What does a doctor like you write a book about?
So, a very good question. I actually wrote a book called The Making of a Medical Mogul, and it's a anthology of about 20 other great friends of mine, and we all wrote a chapter in this book that kind of detailed our process of, being able to take our medical degree and kind of do more with it.
This is like a reality script.
So what do you do more? You also you have your MPH.
So I have my MPH. I blog, live stream. I'm very big on social media from that aspect, and just being able to break out of the traditional box that what a physician is normally used to being seen as.
I
do you remember that show you used to do, Doctors Are People Too?
Yeah.
And it was the other side of being a doctor. And things changed a little bit. It became more about being the doctor, but this is exactly what your concept of the show was.
Right. I'm going to talk to Doc. I wanted to dress doctors up in football jersey or baseball jersey. So whatever was your favorite team. Because I wasn't interested in that side of you. I was interested in the side you wrote the book about.
Right, your hobbies, what you do outside of practicing medicine.
Yeah, I couldn't get people to understand this, and you wrote a book about it. Holy
That's awesome.
I think what happens, we
Validation.
we go to medical school, we do all this training, and you get so focused on taking care of the patient that you kind of forget that you're a person yourself. So you kind of let go of aspirations of writing a book, of speaking. I have friends who do touring. I have friends who do worldwide. They just outside the box, and that's what the main gist of it. And a friend of mine, Dr. Dreon Birch, he was our coach, and he would just kind of say, you know what, if I show you different ways to do it, you won't think that it's impossible.
So you had a coach as well.
Oh yes, yeah. I think if you're going to be successful in any industry, any business, you got to have someone who knows what they're doing, that can kind of, who's already kind of navigated all of those bumps in the road and helped me kind of avoid them.
The first hour we had my business coach and my very good friend was here. We're talking about entrepreneur and women in business, and she works with multi-million-dollar companies as well as helping women go to their next level in their business from whatever level it is. And here we are talking to a doctor, and he has a coach as well. And you would think, why would a doctor need a coach? But again, it gets you out of your comfort zone.
Definitely.
Of being the doctor.
But look at all the things he does. I mean, aside from being a doctor.
He's a medical mogul.
That's right.
Yes.
Outside of the box, I mean, this guy doesn't even know what a box is. This guy's just... But I'm really intrigued. I want to read the book because, for some reason I came up with that show. It wasn't something they came up with. That was something I came up with, and I could not get them to bridge. Maybe they should have read your book.
They didn't have the vision you had.
Yeah. They didn't have the vision
that
because...
company didn't have the vision you had, and we would interview the doctor about being the doctor, which we have many shows about that. But your idea, your vision was exactly what you sit here and talk about.
Yep. Yeah. And it changes your perspective because, one of the things when you go see a doctor, you should be able to see him as a person.
That's exactly right.
So that if you don't like something, you don't just sit there and take it. You say, Doc, this ain't working for me.
Right.
I do this all the time. That's why I have had so many doctors in the past. But there's a right way and a wrong way of approaching this thing. How many doctors were put together to put that book? How many?
21.
Wow.
Now, that's amazing. That's 21 shows.
Well, it's 21 doctors to collaborate with each other, which is amazing in and of itself.
Yes.
To get
in one book.
In one book.
That's phenomenal. You could have a book writing session, and part of the session is them telling their story. I mean, that's what I was trying to get out. The jerseys, the shirts. Now we have a shirt guy.
We definitely have Tees for Humanities. That'll make any shirt that you want.
Bring this show back.
Doctors Are People Too. I think it's a great idea. And then everyone gets a shirt.
It's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, the show did so well. They put it on, I don't know if I'm allowed to even say who they are, but they put it on all across the country, this show. It did so well going in the other direction. They still don't understand what the hell I'm talking about.
What I found fascinating is, number one, is you have the time. And two is, way back when medicine was, doctors were people. They were making house calls. You got to know the family. We had a show on that with Two Bras. You got to know the family, and you were part of their family. And then medicine changed, and our system changed, and it became much more of, we got to see the patients. You know, it's, we got to bill insurance, we got to see the patients, we got to make a living.
And there's no family time anymore.
There's no
It's
family
divorce,
time.
and
There's no getting
always-
to know your patient time.
Right.
Because you're working in these big managerial offices. And now, twice in a week, we come back full circle to the doctor as a human, as a person. And doctors are people too, and your other side of being a physician.
Definitely.
So what else do you do? I know you blog, but what do you talk about? What are your other interests?
For part of my blogging is I try to, you know, like what we do in today, just kind of break down medical topics and really make it seem as simple as possible. When we talk about heart disease, when we talk about diabetes, a lot of for the, you know, average person, it could seem very daunting. And, you know, their only source is WebMD or Dr. Google, which...
Where everyone's a doctor?
Where everyone's a doctor. And I wanted to kind of give patients an avenue to say, you know, I want to know a little bit about heart disease. Let me see how he explains it. And if you especially if you read it, like I try to break it down as simple as possible. I don't try to hit you with big words because I want you to try to get the point of it. Because as a physician, we have a very difficult time explaining it in a very simple way. So you go to your doctor's office, say, well, you know, you have high blood pressure. I need you to eat better. I need you to take your medication. I need you to exercise more. And all of you are hearing all of these big terms, and you're not really understanding the why. And what we found, especially just in general, what we found is if you don't understand the why of something, you're probably not going to do it.
The why, but then I want to say about the how. And so when Freddy's diabetes got totally out of whack, he's been a diabetic for years, it was, all right, you need to get your blood sugar down. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
I know why I need to, I'm going to die, but how do I? And not many physicians have the time. And again, it's not because they don't want to have the time. They don't have the time to educate and say, this is how you need to.
The problem is too, the patients are only giving you half the story. They get in there,
Well,
they're
that's a whole
nervous,
nother
they don't know
thing.
what to say, so they're basing.
Where can we find your blog if people are trying to find?
If they can find me, drpierresblog.com, DRPIERRES blog.com, or Dr. Barry Pierre. It'll go to the same website as well. You know, I try to make it as easy for my patients. And what I like to do, especially for my patients, where I may not have that, 30 minutes to speak, I say, well, I talked about diabetes on my blog. Just go to my blog, read that. If you have any questions, come back to me.
And he does lunch and learns.
I do lunch and learns
learns.
every Tuesday and Thursday. So
where do you do those?
Usually do in my office. I'll do them
Oh,
right in
wow.
my office.
One of the amazing things when you become a diabetic, and the way I was told by somebody to go see the doctor, who is not a doctor. She's not even, I don't know,
She's a
Heather?
nurse.
She's a nurse. And she put her hand on my arm and she said, okay, it's time to go. And I'm looking at her, what are you talking about? 294, 296 was my sugar reading that day, right?
Okay.
It's down to 118 today. But it's because I've had a tribe. I've had Dawn, I've had coaches, I've had Leslie, I have a whole bunch of people. They don't let me get away with nothing.
Supplements, everything.
Supplements, I've tried every angle. The funniest thing is that I have a doctor. It's the least person that I have spoken to about my diabetes. And what you're telling me right now is hitting the bell. I wanted to meet somebody who I can see does Facebook, who can relate, who can talk to me as a person, not on, let me give you 15 years of medical experience,
Right.
and bog you down with this terminology, and I don't know if I can help you at the end of the day anyway.
Right.
Because if you're going to eat bad,
But
you
your
don't eat-
doctors didn't tell you. Your doctors, the doctor you ultimately have been working with, they've been very good and very thorough with you.
Yes. When I was in intensive care, a doctor that I met 3 years ago, he put his hand around my neck and he admitted me to ICU immediately or I was going to die. Yes,
Yes.
he helped me. Then the nurses took over, 12 of them. They tore off my clothes and they took care of me. Absolutely. But I'm talking about today, what you're saying, the reason that diabetics don't adhere to what they should do is
Compliance.
because they don't either have a tribe, which is what I call my people.
Support system, yeah.
They don't have a support system, or they can't relate to a doctor who's in today's country, in today's times.
Right.
That's the biggest problem. You want to heal diabetes? People will listen, but they got to see a guy who handles a phone on Facebook while he's doing an interview. Change the game.
Yeah.
And things will change.
You have it in this time now where if you're insurance, we won't name insurance company, they say, oh, so go see Dr. Barry Pierre. First thing most likely you're going to do is you're going to Google, see who is this Dr. Barry Pierre. And if as long as you're not seeing all of these health grading websites, as long as you see a website that's, by me, and you say like, oh, wow, I like this guy's smile. Oh, and he actually knows what he's talking about. Right. Like, that already gives me credibility before you even walk into my door.
They're engaging with you.
Those health grades and those websites, all you need is one person to say something not nice, and it could just be they didn't like the woman that answered the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And that gets, you're downgraded. And I'm glad you said that, because not often do medical practices have their own website. Because, again, they're too busy practicing medicine and seeing patients to even have that. But people look, which is why I told you we even need a website. People want to know your background. Definitely. They want to know where you train. They want to know even about your family, that you've got kids or you're married or you're not. What are your hobbies? What makes you real?
Definitely. And I think especially from, like, even before I came out here, what did I do? I went to you guys' Facebook page. I watched like 10 videos. Like, oh, okay. So, like, I was already engaged. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm excited now. And that's what happens. Like, for the physician, we don't treat our patient as how we should be treated. Our patients are our customers. Like, we don't like to call them customers. They really are our customers. They're the reason why the lights are open. They're the reason why, all these insurance companies are around. But because we don't treat them like they're actual customers, we don't think that they're right. We don't think that service should be a priority for them, and we don't manage their time. I'm not sure. Hopefully you don't have this experience. I have some patients. They go to certain doctors. They have to clear out a whole day to go see one doctor.
Oh, absolutely.
Like my appointment's at
me.
10,
I
10
go
o'clock.
today and I gotta see him tomorrow.
I go at 10 o'clock, but I don't get seen till 11:30.
Right.
And I'm gonna
you
tell
couldn't
you
do that at Walmart. You couldn't do that at all of these other. Oh, sorry, name any.
Doc, if they have hoops or some video games or people to talk, I don't mind doing that.
Right.
I'll wait 3 days if you want. But they got nothing to do in this place. And it's cold.
Or walk you through a maze like Disney does to get to the ride.
Why not?
There's like 10 lines.
Change the game.
It's like getting back here to our studio. Right. But if a patient like Freddy came to you with a blood sugar of 296, and he had already been on a standard medication, I want to say for years.
I was on metformin for a couple of years.
And what would be your first step to say, all right, we need to, because he had no idea, what do we do next?
So first thing I got to ask him is, why does he think his sugar is that high?
Because I'm 44 pounds too heavy. That's the first thing.
Obesity is a big cause. But again, I have a lot of skinny patients with diabetes and sugars out the wazoo as well. So yes, we do blame food, but we have to understand that there's good food and there's bad food. In this country, especially when we talk about diabetes, we'll talk about heart disease, we'll talk about cholesterol, all kinds of falls under the same pattern. A lot of where we get in trouble is our portion sizes are out of control. Out of control. Any restaurant, out of control. So first I got to see, let me see the type of foods you're eating. Before I'm even discussing what type of foods we need to change, I need to see how much of it you're eating. Because if I can't even get you to eat less of the bad foods, then I can't get you to eat any of the good foods.
It's true.
And are you able to take the time and say, these are the foods I would like to see you eat versus this and why?
Oh, definitely. And I think as a physician, especially as a primary care physician, because we see this so often, and again, one of the things I do, I also coach physicians as well to get better at taking care of their patients, is if you're seeing the same thing over and over and over again, just write it down and have a printout ready. Diabetes, boom. Right. These are the foods and I take care of a lot of Creole Haitian patients. So that's a whole different diet in of itself. In Puerto Rico, so that's a whole different diet in of itself. When I sometimes tell my patients they have diabetes, the first thing they think is, oh my God, I can't eat rice anymore. The world is done.
Culturally, rice and beans in the Latino culture.
Yeah, but I ain't enough of that for the last 50 years. I don't have to eat no more. Right. I can't. There are certain foods that I say hello food and it skyrockets my sugar, and there are others that don't. The walking, yes, Dawn, I know I gotta walk. The walking is an issue. You gotta get that done. It's just getting home at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
I know you're screaming because I go home late, and you gotta push.
Yeah. But you've lost 40 pounds.
44. Thank you very much.
I've started working.
But that's because you have that team with you working, which is kind of like we're the team for him at home, so that we can help those poor seniors that don't know what to do at home and follow through. We go in, we clean out the refrigerator, and get rid of all that bad food. Help them get the right foods.
And not for nothing, but Jane called my mother in Puerto Rico, and I want to thank you on the air for doing that. My mother calls me. She says, "Is she going to call me back?" I said, "No, Mom. It's not an 800 number. Let me talk to you." Did you listen to anything she said to you? She says, "Oh yes, very much." And I said to her, "Are you going to do any of that?" She says, "Well, she says she's going to try to help me over here." I said, "No. You're missing the point. You got to come here." But
we talked about that. We talked about getting them a social worker there, which I'm having a little bit of.
It's a challenge because Puerto Rico
time, 'cause
is
I don't know
unfortunately
that
bankrupt, and there are no more services. Okay, you want a coconut, you got to climb the tree.
Wow.
But the bottom line is that if she comes here, she can be helped. But I appreciate you doing that, because a lot of people in my life and my line of work, and she'll attest to it, tell us that they do things, they don't do them.
Right.
You get sort of lost in the juice.
So Jane followed through. When we get back from break, I want to talk about how Dr. Pierre and Caring People and their services with Stacy and Jane really help the patients get to their next level of accountability and compliance. We'll be right back.
Ese señor tiene un pasado lleno de recuerdos.
The home of the Rainbow Bagel, My Delicious Deli brings you home cooking with a Remember When deli dining experience. Located in central Boca Raton, My Delicious Deli prepares all of their food with the freshest of ingredients, cooked to order. From a light nosh and soups to omelets and full entrees, choose from low-fat and gluten-free, or indulge in one of My Delicious Deli's signature deli sandwiches. Bring your family and friends to dine in and take out. Open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to go, or for all of your catering needs. Visit them at mydeliciousdeli.com or call them at 561-393-3287. There's something for everyone at My Delicious Deli, 7036 West Palmetto Road in Boca Raton, 561-393-3287.
Maria Stefania of MakeOverBeauty.com and her trusted team of hair and makeup artists can get you ready for any special occasion or event. From weddings, parties, and anniversaries to proms or fashion shows, Maria Stefania and her staff can satisfy all your beauty needs. The Makeover Beauty staff of licensed hairdressers, certified artists, and high-quality production will give you the highest quality experience with affordable pricing. Maria Stefania is a Matrix brand ambassador and color educator for salons and stylists from Florida to New Jersey. Follow at Makeover Beauty, spelled B-E-A-U-T-I, on Facebook to see before and after client images. Connect with Maria Stefania at 201-647-8289. Enjoy a one-stop shop full makeover. Inquiries are welcome at MakeoverBeauty, one word, spelled with an I.com. That's MakeoverBeauty.com.
Figurella, the Italian women's fitness and weight loss system, is now in downtown Boca Raton. Sculpt your body while losing pounds and inches with a 30-minute guided workout in one of Figurella's unique thermogenic bubbles. Then, detox in an oxygen pod before enjoying a full-body lymphatic massage. The Figurella system is guaranteed to help you reach your fitness and weight loss goals. Call 844-662-8941 to book your first complimentary workout, burn fat, increase your metabolism, and reshape your curves with science. Contact Figurella at 844-662-8941 or online at FigurellaUSA.com.
Rochelle Schwartz is a certified emotional relationship coach who's been trained and certified by the world-renowned Ford Institute and has been facilitating coaching workshops for 17 years. She specifically works with women in their 50s and beyond who are ready for radical self-care, powerful and loving relationships, including relationships with themselves and others. Certified in Healing Your Heart, Future Focused, Courage, Blueprint, and Best Year of Your Life. An integrative leader, Rochelle has also been featured on The Oprah Winfrey Show and in numerous magazines, newspapers, and other local TV shows. You'll walk away with more happiness, freedom, and love. Rochelle is your secret agent of change. Contact her directly at CoachRochelle@Comcast.net or online at www.RochelleSchwartz.com. Or you can call her at 954-464-7017. That's 954-464-7017. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 1-800-889-0267, toll free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 1-800-889-0267. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Bella with the figurella. Oh, oh, tired of diets, hard workouts, trying hard, but no result. Well, that's why we're here. Ladies, call me, Bubbles, at the 844-662-8941. I have a surprise for you.
If we're not 100%
And we're
perfect,
back.
we
Welcome
won't
back
even make
to the
an
Brooklyn
action.
Cafe.
So
We
that's
are
why we
live
won't do
streaming
it.
on Facebook. We have at the Brooklyn Cafe and on Periscope at the Brooklyn Cafe.
What you give him, the dawn stare?
Um,
You gave the doctor dawn stare?
Well, I don't want to say I think I had a smile.
You gave him the dawn stare.
Always
Doc,
a smile.
I seen that stare plenty of times. You see the way he
I see
reacted?
that home all the time, so I already know.
He's like, holy
He's married.
smokes.
He's married. He's got lots of kids, so I think he's seen that
Married
look
with
before.
children. Is that the look?
That's the married with
Watch
children
out
look.
Peggy Bundy look.
My husband must know that look well.
He warned me about you.
You can find us on Facebook and Periscope at the Brooklyn Cafe, and I think Dr. Pierre is also sharing it on his live stream as well.
Yes, all social media handles at Dr. Barry Pierre.
We were talking about the accountability and the continuity of care. You work with caring people. You work with Jane. You work with Stacy. How do you find their services helpful for your population of patients?
They're amazing because I take care of patients in the hospital, in the office. A lot of services that I can't, because I can't be at home with them. I want to be everywhere, but I can't be everywhere with them. So it's great to kind of have that arm where, like, I don't even have to look. I already know they're doing a good job, and they're taking care of my patients, and my patients need medication management. They're taking care of that. If they need their dietary management, which I get a lot of, they're taking care of that. Physical therapy, taking care of that. So that's why it's so amazing to have an organization like them, and especially to work with Stacy, because I don't even have to second guess it. I know if Stacy's on the case, my hands could be washed, and my patient will be taken
Can you
care of.
explain how that works? You'll have a patient who's on Medicare, and they need OT, PT, some sort of aids. They have ADLs that they need.
Yep.
How do you contact Jane, or you contact Stacy as well?
Right now I contact Stacy, and I have Stacy's cell phone number.
Stacy
I
calls
get text, and so it's like, hey Stacy, I have a patient who really could use some help. Either they're falling at home, because again, it doesn't have to be an extremely sick patient. Especially because from an acuity standpoint, you want to prevent. I want to prevent you from breaking a hip. I want to prevent you from ending up in a hospital. That's my goal. My goal is to make hospitals bankrupt, right? So I don't want my patient to end up in the hospital. So I need those services to kind of serve as a buffer.
Hospital embroidered logo on his jacket.
I know, somebody get me a red pen. Put a line through that bad
Maybe
boy.
once that Doctors Are People book to keep going out.
Holy smoke, we were only kidding.
No filter here.
But it's not even just the medication management. It's their lifestyle management. It's their ADLs.
And really sending the right patients to the hospital, not these patients that really could be managed at home with private duty and home care. I think it's huge.
Since you're saying that, what's the right patient that we can manage at home? How can you manage the right patient at home?
Patients that are teachable, patients that have a little bit of support at home, patients that we can provide nursing, physical therapy, private duty services, teach them how to do their nutrition, teach them how to take the pills, when to take them, check your blood pressure so that you're within your parameters and you don't have to call 911 every few minutes or call the doctor and bog him down when we can help him at home.
How often can people receive services?
Well,
as far as, like monitoring blood pressure, do you supply them with a blood pressure cuff, or will you have someone come into the house every other day, every day?
We are actually in the process of launching a telehealth service at home so that we will be providing them with their own blood pressure machine. It's all live Bluetooth through
that
telephone.
tablet you showed?
Yes, and so that we will have those values right in front of us, and we're all following the parameters that the doctor has set so that we can prevent those readmissions to the hospital.
And will Dr. Pierre, will you be able to get those results, or will they go through Caring People to you, or will you be able to do the telemed yourself?
I think right now it usually goes through the telemed, but like I said, the nurses, they usually have our direct contacts. So if there's any abnormal lab, vital sign, blood pressure, sugar, I'm notified pretty immediately and able to make adjustments. Because again, at the end of the day, we want to, bankrupt these hospitals. We don't want our patients ending up in hospitals for unnecessary reasons.
Right, that's exactly it.
We have an app that will transfer any information on a patient that will go straight to you. And wherever you want to receive it, it shows up in your phone. So if somebody's getting work done, you get to see it right there. It goes in hand right now with where they're working on that they have this code that they put it on pacemakers, and they're able to tell you, get to the hospital, you're about to have a heart attack. Well, we came up with the same thing where we're able to talk to whatever deal, and that app will send it to whatever doctor you want, and the information is there. It's automatic, and
it's
you
all
can
HIPAA encrypted and all that.
exactly.
What's so
what's something that a lot of physicians, especially in the beginning, were very hesitant for that because they didn't want to be connected to their patients. Again, where they didn't want to I don't want to have to everywhere I go.
I don't want to say her right now.
Well,
Gotta go to the beach.
Even just changing it to what you have to do in the hospital as far as typing your notes and templating, and it's not handwritten. And there's it's a generational gap. You were probably, in med school, you were probably taught to type your notes, whereas doctors before you, before computers, before everyone was really typing savvy, it takes that much more work, and you have to keep up with the times. But then again, it takes away from patient time.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. I'm not the brightest guy in the world, but isn't time what saves a patient?
Definitely. And I think especially for physicians who, use that as a reason why, I can't, I can't talk to my patient because I have to type a note. I think we definitely have to move forward with past the excuses, because really that's what it is. When I was in residency, we actually went through that transition of, okay, all right, we were writing in paper charts, and then we're taking the paper charts away. So of course, our older physicians had, problems, and they were disgruntled, but they got over it.
It's a transition.
Right. Because you have to do it again, especially in this time and age where, especially when we talk about electronic, everything's electronic. Why? Because billing is electronic, and they want to get paid. And if you want to get paid, you'll write.
It's a business.
Yeah,
now doctors have to learn. Not only you're saving lives, but it's still a business.
Well, that goes into the whole time factor.
Yes, but time is of essence. Your father yesterday. A tribute to this man. I want to bring him on the air because I want to talk about. He's one of the few doctors left that does. He visits house calls, right?
Oh, wow.
And I want to bring him on and call the segment "The Life of a House Call Doctor," because I admire his work ethic. I admire that he does what he does. I'm pretty sure he's old school and he writes things down as opposed to computers. But he told me something that's phenomenal that's coming out. It's a watch that measures diabetes, and the watch has the insulin in it, and it will measure it and automatically feed you the insulin you need automatically. It's FDA not approved yet. It's in there. I said to your mom, we got to buy stock. We got to buy a lot of it now.
It's true. My dad started practice doing house calls when he was residency, and then medicine changed in his own practice, and then we had to transfer his office to the AMRs. And then insurance companies changed. He closed his office because of all of the insurance complications, and now he's back to doing house calls, but he has a tablet. So yes, he had to learn to type, and he types it with one finger, and we tease him because he sits and he pecks and hunts, and he gets it done.
But admire his work ethic.
But the tenacity, and he continues to work and work and work.
It's refreshing, and it's good to see that a doctor like yourself is changing with the times. Millennials, my son says that it has to be done 2.3 seconds. I used to say, John F. Kennedy used to have a library, and every time they asked him a question, he would get a book to answer that question because he wanted people to see reading is fundamental. That's where that whole thing came from. Nowadays is, let me go to Google. Let me go on my phone.
Yeah.
How do you remove a splinter in your finger? You ever seen this? I was watching two kids the other day. Let me Google it.
Yeah.
What?
Who has time? Do you remember when Linda Harmon got stung by a bee? If I had Googled it, the stinger would still be in her finger.
Well, you have nails and you just yank the damn thing out.
I mean, you just have to do what you got to do.
What's the name of the book, Doc?
The Making of the Medical Mogul.
I gotta get this.
It's on Amazon, or you can go to my website, drpsblog.com/books. I'll get, in fact,
you get me a signed copy. You know what? I'll put you on another show.
I want to ask you one more question, though.
Well, hurry up.
Work-life balance.
Yes.
How do you do it?
I have an amazing wife, who understands that I have to be very meticulous with the time, especially because of all of the stuff I do.
What does she do for a living?
Right now, she's working on her thesis to finish up. So hopefully that she'll be done by the end of this year or early spring. So she'll work on her thesis and she'll get her doctorate in marriage and family therapy.
Nice.
Very cool.
And they have good children, so you've had a lot going on.
What do you do? What doctors are people too? What do you do for fun?
Oh, fun. I'm a big video games. I've never left that.
Video games.
Video games.
Holy
I am.
smokes! I can't believe
If anyone's out there, if you want me on FIFA, I'm not a Call of Duty person, but I'll play some FIFA. If you want FIFA,
soccer.
Yes, I love soccer.
You play football, Madden, or anything like that?
Madden and
really?
I'm big
What's your
sports.
code name? I'll play you.
Dr. B. Pierre.
Really? Gio, write that down, Gio, because my kids are into all that, playing all over the world.
You have to, because medicine is busy enough that you could do that all day, every day, and then not do anything else. So you have to remove yourself out of that. And I love playing video games. My wife loves planning our vacations, and she usually tells me when I'm off. She's like, all right, you're taking this day off and we're going here. Because I love working, so if it wasn't for her, I'd probably just keep on working. And I think that's what that's a detriment to physicians as well, because we love doing what we do, so we'll do it all day, every day.
Yeah, but you're having fun doing it.
I do.
And you see patients other than Medicare?
Yes, I see pretty much all. I think the only patients we don't see is Molina Medicaid in our office. But pretty much everyone else, especially a lot of patients on the Affordable Care Act.
Okay, well, that's good to know, because there's not a lot of physicians that are on the Affordable Care Act.
Yes.
Well, he also has a team that does house calls, too.
But it's also coming. It's coming back. The Affordable is going to be funded from what I'm hearing. It's going to be around another year at least. So
well, it's not the funding; it's the physicians aren't on the panel.
Right.
So you may have the insurance.
Thought it was going away.
Well, you may have the insurance, but to find a physician that actually accepts the insurance is a whole other.
Right. Yeah. And I'll do a shameless plug, but that's the Health Physician Group does take the Affordable Care Act plan. So if any patients need a physician, we have about 7 primary cares in our office. In our group, we have surgeons, cardiologists, OB. So
we can.
So you're a comprehensive group.
We can talk about that. That's it. It's really unique, because what you got working here is when you go to see the doctor, he takes care of you, and when you leave and need somebody else to take care of you, the care continues.
Yep.
You don't find this.
Where can we find you?
I
am practicing out of Boynton Beach, 2800 South Seacrest Boulevard, Suite 140. Right across the street from Bethesda East Hospital.
Is your phone number? I know your website.
I'm sorry. Phone number 561-739-9200.
That's pretty good.
Find his blog, his website.
Blog, drbearpierre.com.
I'm going to find him on Madden.
Yes.
Find him on Madden.
Out there.
And Jane, where can we find you and Stacy in Caring People?
Caring People Home Care. We cover Vero all the way to Dade County, New York, and New Jersey. And our local number is 561-860-6500.
She remember the number. And I'm going to tell you something. Call them, because they actually do what they say they're going to do.
And that's the follow through?
Yeah.
That's the follow through.
And that's the crux of this business, is following through and doing what you say you're going to do. So when she said she was going to call, she did. Joe passed away. They buried him yesterday.
I'm so sorry.
But he definitely could have used your help if he would have still been here. So rest in peace, my friend.
All right, everyone. Have a thoughtful, thankful Thursday. I forgot what day we're. Thursday. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Dr. Pierre. Thank you, Stacy. Carol, it's great to be back in iHeart. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Be kind to each other.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today, and even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more goodwill next time. Although today's show was live, you can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe to rewatch every minute of the show. Call 866-224-5422 to talk with Dawn and Freddy S. after closing, or to leave an order for fun for tomorrow. Have a meaningful day.